So Martin Luther King Jr. Day was yesterday. We have it as a national holiday, of course, but it wasn't always the case. And at one point, even getting it to become a holiday in different states and federally was a contentious issue. And would you believe there are actually members of Congress currently serving who voted against it? We want to recognize those people today. Chuck Grassley, Orrin Hatch, John McCain voted against Martin Luther King Day. Richard Shelby, Jim Sensenbrenner, Hal Rogers, and then people who were in state-level government and voted against it there, Johnny Isaacson, John Culberson, and Steve Scalise, who swears he is not a racist. So he voted against Martin Luther King Day, went to a white power rally, effectively. Still not a racist, supposedly.
Put the list of the Democrats who voted against it up, would you, John?
Oh. Do we not?
Right.
Oh, there weren't any.
Oh.
That's
right.
odd. Now, that is not to say that back in the day there were not Democrats who opposed.
Yeah, back in the day, all those people
Jr.
they became Republicans.
Exactly.
I remember it. That story doesn't surprise me because I could be your father. And but when I
I've looked into it.
When I was working in South Carolina, that was a story. I don't remember by the time I got there in '93 whether South Carolina had made it a holiday, but if they had, it had just happened.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And there was it was contentious, and there were almost every Republican we talked to was opposed to it.
Dick Cheney voted against
communist, rabble rouser, just trying to stir things up. We There's always that we would have got. We were getting there anyway. Why'd they have to push?
Yeah.
And
another 100 years or so, we would have proposed it ourselves.
Such horseshit, right? And the Confederate battle flag was just to honor the
just
fallen,
a memory of a great
just
war.
a memory, and they just coincidentally put it up right in the middle of the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just random.
Oh, and it's a coincidence that some of the states that finally begrudgingly made it a holiday, made it a joint holiday with Robert E. Lee's birthday.
Yeah. So
coincidence.
Right, and that was the other thing I was about to get to.
Oh,
is that at the same? No, it's good. I'm glad you brought it up. So the idea that at the time was okay if we're going to give you Martin Luther King, then we're also going to have Robert E. Lee's birthday be a holiday.
Yeah.
There's
someday we might honor Barack Obama with David Duke.
With
perhaps.
David Duke.
Combine it.
Well, I think that list that you show just shows that there really actually isn't any sort of repercussion anymore for any kind of racist opinions from any
Not
of
on
these
the right.
Republicans. No,
Not on the right.
it's okay if you're a Republican.